Welcome to Aiken This Week. I'm Emery Langston. Today I am being joined by Miss Linda Lucas, by Miss Liz Neal, and Miss Rasheka Gaines. And Linda and Liz are a part of our senior commission, and the chairman and the co-chairperson, and Rasheka is a recreation program coordinator with us with the City of Aiken, and we're going to be talking about our 50 and over crowd today. So delighted to have all three of you on today to talk about some really exciting things in our community for our 50 and over. So, Linda, we're going to start our conversation with you. And again, you're the chairperson for the Senior Commission. And I want you to take just a second and tell us about why you have a special interest in the senior population in Aiken.
I think my entire focus right now is because it's my profession, and that I do that for a living, but one of the primary things, I am a senior, and a very well-ensconced senior, I have to say. But I have been doing volunteer work following in the footsteps of my mother since I was 21 years old, starting with Heart Fund in Aiken, going all the way up to being in the JCs, and working. My husband and I volunteer out at the fair. But one of my primary focuses has always been seniors. And so for the past 11 years I've done that, and I have a huge passion for teaching Alzheimer's and all about Alzheimer's all over the county. And Liz and I work together in tandem and teach all over the county and in the city to the churches. So it's just a part of my life, and I love everything that I can do to help people on a regular basis.
Oh, and I know that you have been a part of the commission for some time.
Since it started, yes I have.
Very good. Well, Liz, I want to give you that same question. Why is it important to you?
Well, I, through my profession, really fell into senior care and found that that's where I should have been all these years. I've been doing it for about 18 years now, and wished I'd done it for 18 before that. So it's just become a part of my life. It's not just work, it's really a part of my life. As Linda said, we do a lot of teaching and instructing on Alzheimer's disease, which I think has become for both of us a huge passion. So we're just following our passions.
Well, and that is such a wonderful path to follow.
Thank you.
Liz, let's get into the nitty and the gritty a little bit more about the Senior Commission. And can you tell us why that was established?
Yes, we were charged to represent the interest of the senior population and also businesses that are devoted to the senior population here in the Aiken community. We are responsible for making recommendations to the council. We don't actually do the implementation of those, but we make recommendations to the council for things that we think ought to be done for the seniors in the community.
Sure, and what a wonderful group to have kind of steering the way.
We are lucky to have various perspectives in our commission, and we have representatives from the medical community, the educational community, and the business community on our commission.
Sure. Well, Linda, can you talk a little bit about the mission and the vision?
I think basically what we wanted to come forth with or say, and I hesitate to read, but I think it's clearer when I do that. Our mission started out was, just as Liz alluded to make recommendations to the Aiken City Council and to encourage its implementation. And it's for the well-being of the seniors, and in Aiken it classified as 50 and over. So the vision is, because Aiken is so recognized as a leader in the state for providing basically a strongly attractive and an accommodating community for all stages of seniors, regardless of their ages.
Right, absolutely. And I know that it's the senior population being 50. That is young.
Yeah,
that's to me.
Yeah.
And as you said, Aiken is such an attractive place, and we have a lot of folks who are 50 and over, and active, various levels. So I'm sure that with the various backgrounds that you have represented on the commission, to get that type of input, because needs change, interests change, and we're about to have a lot of folks. The silver tsunami, is that what it's called?
That's a good word. That's a very good terminology. It is silver tsunami.
Will be coming in, and these folks are very, very active and wanting to continue that activity as they go into the retirement years. So I know that it's a challenge, though, to keep up with the trends and focus on the needs of aging at the same time. So what are some of the concerns? That there's all this really good stuff, but what are some of the concerns that you have for seniors in Aiken?
One of the primary things, because of the demographics and the amount of seniors that we have, is just educating them all on all of the programs that are available in town. Liz has a list of the programs that we have championed so far and that we're going to be presenting. One of the primary ones that we really feel is very important is senior fraud. We have to be very, very careful of things that go on. We get, obviously, I'm sure the county and the city get calls all the time about people getting these strange phone calls from foreign countries and things like that, or people of devious nature that they need to address, and people coming in and taking advantage of seniors, and we champion that and have speakers on that.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is on the rise.
Oh, unfortunately, yes, absolutely.
So, when does the commission meet, and how can folks become more involved with the initiatives that y'all are doing?
We meet monthly, bi-monthly, and we meet on Tuesday mornings at one of the PRT offices. And we have speakers all the time. We try to bring in a speaker. So anyone is welcome to contact Jessica Campbell of the Aiken PRT if she would like to speak to the commission and bring forth some ideas. We have speakers that range from Housing Authority to the Lieutenant Governor's Office from the state of South Carolina coming in because they have an office on aging. We especially love to hear from Lower Savannah Council of Governments and Office on Aging, and both of those are represented on our commission, but they have invaluable resources that they bring into us and we can pass on to the City Council.
And how long has the Senior Commission been? I know you said that you have been there since its inception.
And I'm going to say
4 years?
I think it's 5. But
Okay,
I'm lost in the count, and I'm lost in all counts being a senior. Thank you.
Well, I don't think that's true. But, well, can either of you ladies, would you like to talk about some of the initiatives that started from the Senior Commission?
Sure. We have pretty much determined, as Linda was saying, there's a big problem with fraud. We try to identify things that we feel seniors want more information on, and we feel like one way to reach seniors is through some type of educational workshop, and that's what we have done so far. We've had 2 annual workshops. In 2014, we had one with the topic was Protect Yourself from Scams, Fraud and Crime.
Right.
Very well attended, I might add. Last year, our workshop was focused on senior legal matters. That's another issue. So we went over estate planning, powers of attorney, probate, and those are things that they're out there, but you don't pay much attention to until you need them.
Sure.
So we gave them that information, and then we have one coming up. It's going to be October 18th. And it will be a variety of things this year, but one of which is Alzheimer's 101. It's a class that Linda and I teach. So we'll be doing that. We'll again be talking about some legal matters, and we're going to put out some information about Project Lifesaver.
Oh, very good. Yeah. That's very important information and such a resource.
It's a great resource
that folks really don't know about. And I'm sure that when you're dealing with this, lots of times folks who are in the early stages of retirement are oftentimes dealing with aged parents. Right. So I'm sure that information translates not only for somebody in their personal going into retirement, learning about the legal issues, but also can be helpful when dealing with an even more elderly parent.
Yeah.
There is another demographic in Aiken of the sandwich generation where and they may be in their 50s and they still have parents and that are coming in, and if they came to these type of seminars, that would be applicable to them and their parents to be able to learn what we have to offer, and especially in the legal matters. That is just
Right.
put to the back burner on most people.
Well, and we try to put it in simplistic terms. Insurance, legal matters, it's like, phew.
That's not senior.
That's not saying that's just me. But it's nice to have someone who comes in, gives them that information in an understandable format, handouts, etc., so that they can then take that and go, okay, this is something that I need to address myself. We see, Linda and I both see it so many times that people wait too late. And they don't have that power of attorney there helping make good medical and legal decisions for them. So the earlier you do those kinds of things, the better.
Liz, with the workshops, where can we find more information on that?
With PRT,
Perfect.
Jessica Campbell at the PRT office can certainly give out that information.
That's wonderful. Well, what initiatives do y'all have on the horizon? I know that you talked about some great things, but as far as long-term planning and what you both see maybe going into the next several years, what are some things that you would like to see tackled?
Primarily that I see all the time, I was just asked to attend a group meeting for the Lower Savannah Council of Governments, and it was with mayors and spokespersons from all of the low country counties and cities, and we all met together. But one of the things that we see primarily in the seniors that we would love to just be foremost is in this area is transportation for seniors. It's a huge thing. One of the things that we also see is basic general safety for seniors, and we have a good ADA ensconced in the city, and it's wonderful how they have made the walkways safe. They can bring in wheelchairs and ramps and everything else. So that's another thing. But the communication is key. If people don't stay on top of their knowledge of Medicare and their knowledge of what are the new rules on insurances, on getting their health care power of attorneys in place, then their lives, their path forward in life is blocked a little bit. So we would love to have as much communication out there, try to continue completely and try to do at least 2 a year. These seminars that we do through the Senior Commission are completely free, and they're usually held directly across the street over at ICOM. And what we can do is involve that, and if we see that it's filled completely, we can do another
Do a second
second seminar or a third or whatever it takes. There's wonderful health care for seniors here in Aiken. We'd like that to increase, and we'd love to have communication out there for all of the availability of housing and the developments of the different housing, and also I'm sure that it can be alluded to the wonderful things that PRT does for the city of Aiken.
Sure, sure. Liz, are there any other programs that you want to speak to about the seniors from that PRT is able to offer?
Well, I know that they do offer a variety of things at both Odell Weeks and Smith Hazel. They have exercise classes, they have travel information, plus I think they actually arrange trips, don't they?
Correct. This year, well, previous years we have, but this year, due to some cuts here and there, we're just not offering them this year, and just hopefully that's something that we maybe can offer in the upcoming fiscal year.
Very good. Well, ladies, anything else that we have not touched on for the Senior Commission that you want to make sure that our viewers know about our Senior Commission?
I have to say kudos to the PRT department. They've been a grand support system for us through different hierarchies, but it's just been wonderful. They are there for us. They keep me straight. I literally sit there looking at my calendar, go, "What's that meeting?" The reminders are there. They have an excellent staff, from Kim to Jessica. They have been with us through this, and I think we hugely make a difference by just knowing that we're there. But like I said, anything that the people in this city of Aiken would like to talk to us about, just call and at the PRT office, where I guess you could go through Odell Weeks and they'll connect you, and that number will be given out at the end of this program.
Yes, absolutely. And I know that there are so many wonderful senior opportunities at Odell Weeks and the various facilities around Rasheka.
Yes, ma'am.
But we have one very special, very popular program that is on our horizon, and that is the Senior Extravaganza.
Yes, it is.
So
Yes, yes.
that is really exciting. So let's talk a little bit about this.
Okay.
I know it's fast approaching, and just kind of tell us about the event.
Okay. The Aiken Casinostravaganza has now been around. This will be the 9th year. This event was actually brought to the attention of the city from Ms. Kara Flanders from Hospice Care of Tri-County. So she sat down with the previous coordinator there and said, let's do something with seniors, trying to provide them with some educational seminars and try to help them with resources that's actually out there that they just don't really know a whole lot about.
Sure.
So they came together and then they started this wonderful program.
Yes.
And I must say with this program, it's not just myself, it is a committee. And it takes a committee to run this program.
village.
Just like it takes a village. So I must say, we truly enjoy each other. I have Ms. Kara Flanders, once again, from Hospice Care of Tri-County. I have Ms. Heather Brazell from Trinity on Lawrence and Be Well Home Services. I have Kim Rayfield from Cumberland Village. And then I have Ms. Brenda Taylor from Regency Hospice.
And those are kind of the key committee members.
That's us as the committee members. So we go in and we hash it out and we get it done, and it's a great event. Last year was my first year, so I was kind of like tagging along. I was like, oh my goodness, this is a lot.
Huge.
This is huge.
Well, it is,
So,
and
but it
that
is a great event. It is a great event.
really speaks to how the need for it and how it has evolved over the past 9 years.
Yes.
Because then when it first started out, it was kind of small.
Yes, it was.
And
it was.
it has gained such popularity over the
Over
past
the
9
years.
years that this is
Yes.
a very large event for seniors only,
Yes.
and it takes place at Odell Weeks.
Yes, ma'am. It takes place at the Odell Week Center. And this year is Wednesday, September the 21st, from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And I must say, even with the committee members, we are very proud of our sponsors as well. We have over 25 plus sponsors that help with this event because we all know things can get a little costly. So, any help is helpful to us. Aiken Regional Medical Center is our sponsor for lunch. So they feed over 325.
Wow.
And then Margaret's Garden Adult Daycare, they also is a big sponsor, and they provide over 565 T-shirts to each registered participant. So that is a very huge success for us.
Well, kind of walk us through the event, because I know that this is a program that you have to register for.
Yes, yes. So what we do is we open up registration on the 24th. And what we have done the last 2 years, we have actually partnered with Aiken Regional and sent out a postcard. We actually pull a demographic area of newcomers to Aiken and open up a few days before the actual registration date to give them that opportunity to register before some of the other registrants that has been there maybe year after year, to just give that other area there to say, hey, we have those few days. So they call on the phone's ringing off the hook,
Which is a good thing.
which is a good thing. And they're actually in line, at least 200 people at the least in line on that morning. So this year we actually have filled 9 classes the first day. We have 15 classes that we offer with doctors and local speakers. So we was able to fill 9 of them. All lunch was actually filled. And new this year we're doing health screening. So Aiken Regional partnered with us from Caring for Carolinas, and they offer 60 free screenings, which is very great. And they all filled the same day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it is truly, truly growing year after year.
And there will be an exhibit, an opportunity where folks can walk around to different vendors and partners and pick up information
Correct.
from a host of folks.
Right, correct. Even at least 80 vendors. And the senior rec commission will also be there as well, at a booth in the PRT department with all host sponsors will be there as well as a vendor. But we have will be 80+ vendors that they will be able to. They're actually given a time slot because we want to make sure that all vendors, they've taken out their time, they've provided all these nice giveaways for the seniors, and we want to make sure that they also get the ample amount of time for them to visit their booths and receive some of those resources and helpful information.
So registration to open on August 24th.
Yes, ma'am.
And you will take registration through?
Until it fills.
Until it fills?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So I checked before I left this morning. So it's nine classes, 10 is filled, so we got 5 open.
Okay.
So we have at least another 60 to 70 people we could still take.
Okay.
But Rasheka, even if they cannot make it to the classes,
Correct.
anyone can come in.
Anyone can
Anyone
participate.
can come
Yes,
in
yes.
at any time to
Even though
attend the
last year we had over
extravaganza.
1,200 plus people that actually just walked through the doors that was not registered for the classes, and that's great. And we encourage people, even if you're not 50 and you're taking care of a sibling or a parent or a grandparent, that you still come out because there's a lot of great information there for you. And the social, just being able to socialize with other people that may have that common,
Sure.
concern can help you along the way as well.
Sure. A real network of folks
Yes, it is.
to connect with. So I guess even if you can't sign up for the classes, even if the classes are full, even if lunch is already full, then definitely come out on September 24th. 21st.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
That's all
September
right.
21st for the event. And let's talk about how somebody can register for the event.
Okay, so they can call in at the Odell Weeks Activity Center, which is 803-642-7631, and you can register by phone. Or you can come in person and register as well.
Okay, very good. Well, the real exciting things on the horizon. Tell me this, Rasheka, because with the program going on for 9 years, I know that there have taken some adjustments and it's been tweaked several times.
Over the years.
So talk to us about some of the improvements that have been made over the years.
As I spoke with the committee last year, I was just saying, wow, this event is so big. It's no way it started this big from the beginning. So they was there to tell me that they only would accept 250 people that could actually take part of the classes. Now we're up to 565. So over the years, we have increased for more educational programs. We've also added the Dimension Tour, the screenings this year. And we've increased the vendors. I think started around about 50, 60 vendors, and now we're at 80 plus vendors. So it's still increasing year after year. And we also look at every year, what are the hot topics that seniors are really having some issues with or want more information about. So like some of our topics this year is diabetes. It's a very big trend right now. We have some things on improved health care in Aiken. We have some topics on scam stoppers, which they talked about earlier, and they get it a lot. Seniors is really targeted a lot with scam stoppers. So this class was one of the first to fill up because people really want to know more about it. Some of the nutrition hot topics, that's another thing. What they can eat, what they can't eat, what they should be eating more of. And there's some importance of vaccinations. We know that a lot of vaccinations is new now that some seniors need to have. So we thought that would be another great opportunity there for seniors to grab some more information about.
Great. So we are looking forward to the event, and I'm sure that after the event comes and goes, you probably start planning within the week for the next year's program.
That's right.
Lessons learned and keep on going.
That's right. Keep on going.
So what a wonderful opportunity for folks to take advantage of. And Rasheka, just real quickly, can you run down some of the other 50 and over opportunities that you offer at the Week Center?
Yes, ma'am. We have the fitness room as well, which is open to 50 and over and even younger as well. We also have a silver sneakers program, which is held through many insurance companies that a lot of people are approved for, but they just don't know. So they reach out to the insurance companies, or they can actually come to the center. We have an area where we're able to go in, put their insurance information in, and it will let us know if they are, approved or not for that benefit. Then we have like Fit Forever. We have some yoga classes as well. And then we have some card clubs. We have some Pinochle and some Canesta for our very, very active ones. And we have some bingo on Tuesday mornings. So there's a variety of activities and programs there that any senior from 50 and over could participate in.
Tell her about, my favorite one is pickleball. I love to hear about seniors and pickleball.
With me being at the state for 16 years, when pickleball first came, I was like,
What is pickleball?
What is pickleball? So we was like, is it a ball that's shaped of a pickle? But then it was like, no, it's just a green, like a little wiffle ball. I was like, oh, okay, well, all right, we'll see how it goes. So we started having people come in a little at a time, but now it has tremendously grown for pickleball. We have a lot of seniors, and even a lot of younger people as well that play pickleball, but it has become very, very popular.
And active, yeah.
Very active. I've tried myself, and I was like, I have to keep trying. So I do on the paddle. It takes a little time with the coordination and here and left and here and right. And I'm like, well, I don't want to be getting hurt because I need to come to work. So,
So it's a cross between ping pong,
So it's like a cross between ping pong,
tennis.
tennis, and I'll say table tennis.
Table
I don't know.
tennis,
It's kind of
okay.
like,
Yep, exactly.
it's a ball itself with like a little paddle.
Right.
And then, a net with just like a little ball with, not as much tension on it. And then it's kind of like a back and forth across the net. And I know there's a lot of rules. There's some rules there that you have to play and places that you need to stand, but it's very popular. And over the years, it has
Grown
truly
exponentially.
grown,
It
and
has.
it's continuing to grow.
Didn't know about
Continuing
that.
to grow. They now play at Gym 2 at the Odell Week Center, and then sometimes with with so many playing, they even go into Gym 1.
Wow.
So it is really grown over the years. So
Pickleball
you have to try it, Miss Linda. You have to try it.
I'll come and watch.
Well, this is it's a topic that I've heard several times about pickleball, and we actually had some folks on talking about pickleball. The experts came and talked to us. So I think that we probably need to follow up and do a whole Aiken this week on pickleball because it has become all the rage.
Very popular.
And the thing about it is, from what I understand, is it's you don't have to have a high skill level, or you don't have to be a trained athlete to be able to play and enjoy.
Yeah, we're not going for the
That's right,
gold.
just get in and go.
I heard it's wonderful exercise,
wonderful exercise.
cardiac. All of the seniors and all the people that I know that do pickleball
Oh, yes.
really have enjoyed it. So
Yes.
so shout out for that.
Very good, very good. Well, and a wide array of programs that anybody could slide into very easily at the Odell Week Center. So.
Yes.
Lots of great things that we're offering for our 50-plus crowd. So please, we encourage all of you to take advantage of the wonderful opportunities at the Odell Week Center, and certainly with our senior extravaganza that's on the horizon.
Yes.
So please make sure that you call the Week Center at 642-7631 to get more information on senior extravaganza or any of the programs that are offered. So Rasheka, Liz, Linda, thank you all for being here today, taking time out of your schedules to share with us some of the wonderful things that are going on in our community. So we really appreciate you being here.
Thank you for
so
having
much.
us.
Thank you for the invite. Thank you.
Well, and thank you for joining us today for Aiken This Week, and we'll see you next time.